After suspecting it for a number of years, I've actually been officially diagnosed with PCOS this year. And I've decided that August is going to be a focus month for me where I'm going to be specifically almost entirely focused on recovering from burnout and just trying to have a more PCOS friendly lifestyle overall. It's been pretty annoying dealing with irregular periods, weight fluctuations, low energy all the time, all of those things. So I'm deciding to take it a lot more seriously. And so almost my sole focus in August is going to be eating better, moving more, and just adopting habits that are going to hopefully help with my PCOS symptoms. The first thing I'm going to be doing actually is getting more sleep. So, really getting a minimum of 8 hours every night because that's been a consistent issue. Actually, even before my diagnosis, I was still trying to get my sleep under control, and I really have struggled with that. So, from now on, in August, this is the goal of getting a minimum of 8 hours of sleep every night and allowing myself to also have moments to just kind of relax during the day because low energy is a big thing with PCOS. Of course, I'm going to try and work like on the root cause of why I have low energy, but also just in general, getting more sleep is going to be really important, I think. Like with everything I'm doing, with all the stress, with all the workouts, sleep is a non-negotiable. So that's going to be number one. Two is going to be my protein intake. So it's actually been a consistent issue as well of me getting enough protein. I'm not the biggest fan of protein shakes. So it is consistently an issue for me to hit those protein goals without actually using protein powder because I don't like the taste of it. So just trying different ways, new recipes and everything to have more protein in my diet is going to be a focus for August. The third thing is going to be walking more. So I have been getting my steps in as often as I can, but because I work from home and I work behind a screen all day, it does require more intentional effort to actually get my steps in. So I am going to make it a goal in August to try and hit my steps goals every day, weather permitting anyway. But yeah, that's going to be a thing because I have no issues going to the gym. I go to the gym 2 to 3 times a week already pretty consistently. I enjoy going to the gym, but in terms of just getting that daily movement in, whether it is stretching and low impact workouts or whether it is walking, I really want to work on that. So that's going to be a third goal, actually walking or having low impact workouts on a daily basis. The fourth thing is inositol. So I've been taking inositol since March, but I am pretty bad with taking it in a consistent manner. Like I'll forget a day or I'll take it like in the morning and forget a night or something like that. So now in August, the goal is taking my inositol properly every single day of August and seeing how that could potentially bring better results in terms of helping me with insulin resistance. The fourth thing is really going to be the most important thing to me because it's actually going to be me intentionally working on lowering my stress levels. So I can already say for certain that certain things are going to be harder to control, obviously, like work is work, bills are bills, all of those things. But actually spending time thinking of where most of my stress comes from and actually intentionally thinking of how I can lower my stress levels, like how I can reduce the impact of those things on me, I think would do me a lot of good. Like thinking of how can I change the way I do things just so there is less stress on a day-to-day basis. So that's going to be really a huge focus for me in August as I try to just remove sources of stress from my life as much as possible, basically. This one is a smaller habit, but something that I do want to do again. Like I was doing it a lot during the winter months, but having more spearmint tea on a regular basis. Like sometimes I'll have a different type of tea just because I feel like it. But spearmint tea in particular had seem to be the most successful type of tea in helping me with regulating PCOS symptoms and, more importantly, like my periods. So I will focus in August on having a lot more spearmint tea and see if it can help again, basically. And in August, I'll be keeping a food journal, not for calorie counting. I don't plan on counting calories. I don't count calories, and I don't plan on starting to count calories at all. The food journal is really just going to be for me to be more mindful of what I actually eat and how I react to whatever it is that I ate, like how I feel after having it. So that's going to be my food journal. Also, for the protein intake, I think would be good. And I'm going to try and be consistent with actually logging what it is that I eat or have in August as much as possible. And overall, all of these things are basically for me to be able to establish and stick to a routine that is better for my health. And just by the end of the month, I do hope to be able to have like a simple, clear routine I'm sticking to. And I already have like kind of a process in terms of me building a routine for myself. Like I literally have a step-by-step way that I do it, and it usually works for me anyway. But this time it's just going to be me allowing myself to have more time to actually dedicate to that and to just give it more attention in general. So that's the goal for August, really. I want to get back into a lot of my hobbies as well. I think that will help with lowering my stress levels. Outdoor stuff like roller skating, baking, if I can find some PCOS friendly baking recipes, that would be great. And just overall drawing things that are not for client work or any work related art, really. Just hobbies would be good, I think. And it's going to be part of what I do during the month anyway and continuously. They're just not necessarily a part of my larger recovery plan. For now, I'm just trying to keep it to the things that I can focus on and that I can put energy towards without stressing myself out at all. Overall, this is just going to be my PCOS and burnout recovery diaries. I'm going to hold myself accountable, try a bunch of different things, document them, and just try to make sense of having PCOS in my 20s. Like, still trying to be outside. I'm not going to cut stuff out. I'm not going to enjoy myself any less. I'm not going to be like, I'm not going to the restaurant anymore, or I'm going to, yeah, it's just, I'm not going to do any of that stuff. I'm still going to try and enjoy my life as much as possible while making lifestyle switches just progressively, essentially. So, yeah, that's it.